Because if you use style, they call for help. Some people fit no understand. Some people fit no see. Make sure say you no die you. Because my brother, if you die, human beings, charlatans will step in and make any fortune out of your misfortune. People will come in and make a mockery of your life and the legacy that you lived in the name of creating content or giving opinions. Because if in Nigeria today we had a good, efficient law enforcement agency, or who knew what they are doing there, civilians or people like me will not need to come on internet to be calling suspects or to be helping people to investigate the case, because we know law enforcement should be able to do what they are meant to.
What a wicked world. There are some people who inserted themselves into the justice for Mohbad, not because they want justice for Mohbad. They got into it for their vested interest. They had some vendetta to settle. They had some people they need to crush. They all of a sudden grew hatred for somebody. And they felt that Mohbad's justice was the right one. And also an opportunity for them to strike at these people. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Welcome once again to this channel. If you're just coming across it, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, very important. And to encourage this channel to go further, why don't you tap on the thanks button, the one with the love shape and the dollar sign in between it. Yes, tap on that. Like and share this video. Subscribe. Yes, very important. Justice for Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad. That is what we all have been talking about. I mean, those that are really into justice for Mohbad. We cannot be bribed. No, not at all. We are not going to speak today the truth and tomorrow we talk lies. No, we are not. We are not. We are standing on one thing, DNA. But let us go back to the beginning. Let us go back to the beginning of all. When Mohbad started screaming, a lot of people did not take up this. It's so sad. It's so sad. I've always made a prayer that may we not be heard after the deed has been done. I mean, Mohbad never came to trend on social media blogs. I mean, the blogs that really put out content like YouTube. I'm not talking about Facebook now. Yeah, Facebook has its own crowd. Mohbad did not trend the way he's trending now. And Mohbad is not the only one that RIP. But there is something about it. His glory, fame could not be used in the grave. So it had to manifest even after RIP. May we not RIP before we are celebrated. And may help not come, assistance not come after the deed, the wickedness have been done. Mohbad did not even fly close to social media radar enough for him to be talked about, for social media to continuously talk. In fact, the gist lover that has decided to take up this and protect the wicked fiancé of Mohbad. I'm not going to call her wife. She's not a widow. She's not a wife. Widow equals wife. She's not a wife. She is simply a fiancé. Someone that Mohbad thought they could get married. But he realized that he is sleeping with the enemy. But it took too long to break away. I mean, he did not even break away at all. It took him too long. He should have done that earlier. Should have broken away from Wunmi. It is so sad. So sad. Well, the case of Mohbad has generated a lot of concern, traffic. People want to know. People are interested. Updates. In fact, there are those who said they saw the spirit, the ghost of Mohbad talking to them, explaining things to them, appearing in their dreams, telling them and pointing fingers at those that took his life. Well, I want us to listen a little bit more to this young man, what he has to say about those who slided. They meandered their way. They found a way to get into justice for Mohbad, not because they are truly for justice for Mohbad, but for their own personal gain and vendetta. They need to score. They need to achieve their sinister aim and purposes. In life, do not die. Do not die. Because if you do, people will mock you. People will take advantage of you. Just look at what is happening to Mohbad. Look at what's happening to Mohbad. when you are alive, make sure you take the right decision. Make sure you take the right decision, because the worst that can happen to you is death. After death, there is nothing more. Do not lay with that enemy. Once you realize that this person is an enemy, run, run, run. Do not eat, do not sleep, do not be around such a person. Run away. Run away. Run away. Let us listen to this one and we'll talk more.
Mohbad, justice for Mohbad. Nigerians, how far? Hey, I love this country. I said before this year end, I must say something about this Mohbad issue again. Because Mohbad death now one of the high points events of this year. And we must continue to the hope for the justice. There are a few take-homes from this issue of Mohbad and lessons. But for the sake of this video, I want to mention just 3. Please listen to what I want to say. And I have even said it in some of the 2 or so videos I have said concerning this Mohbad case. But before that, when I think about this entire Mohbad issue, the way where we Nigerians behave, all the things where we do between when he died in September up until this December, one of the things that comes to my mind is St. Paul's letter to the Galatians. For those of us who be Christians, you would know him. St. Paul said in the book of Galatians 3 and verse 1, he said, "O ye foolish Galatians, who bewitched you?" And I said, "Oh, ye foolish Nigerians, who do us like this? Oh, ye Nigerians, who do us this kind thing? Say, as a people for our life, make we no ever fit come together and demand for a good thing or fight for something without division and controversy. Even politicians don't master us, they know us finish. So if they try to fight for anything, just put division inside them, put ethnicity, tribe or anything. The same people were supposed to fight for one thing, they will begin to fight themselves. Now so it happened for Mohbad. The take homes I want to tell you, the 3. Number 1, it is that we as a people, as Nigerians, we must decide whether as a people we want to be those who fight for justice for the dead or who protect the life of the living. I do not think there is anything wrong with the 2, but I believe strongly that if we are able to efficiently protect the life of the living, we may not always need to fight for justice for the dead, especially when those deaths were avoidable. As a country, we have a fundamental problem with our government and our systems. We must fix it. Failure to fix government and the systems is only postponing the evil day because we are waiting for the next victim to trend another hashtag.
The world is full of
any law enforcement agency that is so corrupt that it cannot protect the life of the living cannot give justice to the dead. Stop fooling yourselves. We are only hoping against hope. Because even if they give justice, it will be a mirage. It will not be comprehensive. We must fix government such that this case of Mohbad, the justice will come from you and me, ensuring that what killed the father does not even later kill the son. Number 2, as a human being or as a person, especially living in Nigeria, when it is still within your means for you to protect your life, my brother, my sister, please do not die you. I know that it is the Almighty God that gives life, that protects life. But my dear, when God, the Almighty God did not leave any animal without a means of defense of your own self. The venom of a snake, the claws of a lion, the wings of an eagle, all of them are for defense. This mouth where we get as human beings are for your own protection. When it is within your means to protect yourself, speak out. Call for help, scream. Let people say you don't mad, but at least get the help that you need. No use style they talk am. Make people say but at least make they help you. So that peradventure, in case even if you die, there will be no argument to the extent at which you called for help. Because if you use style they call for help, some people fit no understand, some people fit no see. Make sure say you no die you. Because my brother, if you die, human beings, charlatans will step in and make any fortune out of your misfortune. People will come in and make a mockery of your life and the legacy that you live in the name of creating content or giving opinions. Because if in Nigeria today we had a good, efficient law enforcement agency or who knew what they are doing there, Civilians or people like me will not need to come on internet to be calling suspect or to be helping people to investigate the case, because we know law enforcement should be able to do what they are meant to do.
Exactly.
Because the clear case of this Mohbad issue now, like when you see say wetin we Nigerians do now, like when your problem dey here and then you dey pursue the thing where they decide. This one dey against DNA. This one no support DNA. In one evolution, he sleep with lesbian. Do this. This one do that. Now wetin do Mohbad be that? The thing where they our front, an opportunity for us to cleanse and sanitize an entire sector and demand for reform better, especially for the youth. Nigerians were majoring in the minor, chasing non-essentials. This one do this, this one now, let's say this one now, this thing. Make sure say you know that, yo, my dear, because this country, Nigeria, where you see so. Number 3, protect family unity at all costs. The problem where they come out of divided homes and broken marriages or polygamy, most times not be waiting money they fit solve.
Wow.
Before God and man. If you see a person, a broken family, the children or the seeds that come out of that place, they are outside like prey in the hands of predators. Your first line of defense as a human being are the loved ones and the family that surrounds you. Anybody that is able to break it, and whatever breaks that, puts you out and isolates you for attack. That is why they can carry this person, especially when you now even come from a background that may not even be so wealthy or fortunate, such that any opportunity when anybody give you outside, you see it as help. So you are desperate to take it. And there is even no legal system to back you in case you begin to believe that this thing is harmful to you.
And, you know, Wunmi, all fingers have been pointed at this lady called Wunmi. Fingers have been pointed at her. At the beginning, people did not know. They manipulated the narrative. And they were happy at the beginning that it was going in the direction that they wanted. And what is this? Mohbad's father being the target. Mohbad's father was insulted, berated. There's nothing that was not done. They said a lot of things to that man. He kept quiet at first, but when he had the opportunity to speak, and what was this accusation? You're a greedy man, stupid man. Why did you bury your son anyhow, quick, fast? Not until the man came out saying, look, I went to this police station to request for certificate or a report or some documents so I can take my son to the morgue. I was refused. I was rejected after waiting for 3 hours. They said, why didn't I come to them when he RIP? I don't know the difference. They said, why didn't you come to us first so that they can take money? You know how these guys operate. They are criminals. Wicked people. And we also heard that Wunmi's mother probably contacted the police not to issue. And also, later we heard that Wunmi already had death certificate that could have been used at the morgue, but she kept it to herself. What she's interested in is how quick and how fast Mohbad can be laid to rest. Now, when Mohbad's father did lay his son to rest, they never thought of exhuming. They never thought that that was going to be possible. When the man laid his son to rest, they felt cool. Then he came up again with another narrative. We warned him. We told him, do not bury him. He was so much in a rush. He did this and that. The man came out and said, no, this is what happened. No one keeps a dead body. Where is he going to keep him? In his room? A child of his? Like you want him to sit and watch? The man could not do this. He had to quickly rush to bury his son, since there is no morgue that will accept a body without police report. So whose fault is this one? Is it the fault of Mohbad's father? No, not at all. Anyway, it went on and on. Everything went on and on. Not until the man had the opportunity to express himself, to say what happened, and without looked at Wunmi, without started seeing in between. But before then, Nigerians have already, even people in diaspora, they already contributed a lot of money. Singer Davido came out saying, we must contribute money, we must take care of the boy, because they all know certain secrets. They know about things. So they quickly wanted everything to go. Let's donate money. Let's all run. Let us all rise up and do the needful. Let us help. And slowly, Nigerians realized that they contributed money for the wrong cause, that they should have waited. Thank God that Mohbad's father spoke. Mohbad's father started requesting. And here we have useless blog, liar blog, only interested in talking about infidelity in one marriage and that. What about justice for Mohbad? Why didn't you stand by Mohbad? Why did you stand only against Naira Marley, Sam Larry? That's all. Then we don't realize that Iyabo Ojo, actress, Tonto Dike, both of them with Gistlover, they are working hand in hand. In fact, it was Gistlover that was sending them. That is, if they are not really Gistlover. Because if you look at Gistlover is simply writer and informant. Do you know that people can inform about themselves when they know they have nothing to lose? To cover up. These are master of foolishness. Anyway, Gistlover said a lot of things. Gistlover tried to change the narrative. Let us begin. Hello, Twe. People now looked and told Gistlover, will you shut your dirty trap? You've exposed yourself. Immediately, a guy came out to start talking about these things and pointing out certain lacuna. Immediately, Gistlover decided to post out picture of the person, naked picture of that person. What does that tell you about Gistlover? Useless blog. Very useless blog. Stupid blog. So, Iyabo Ojo and Tonto Dike, they contacted a popular casket shop and they probably told the casket shop, you know what, give this casket to this guy. This will promote your business also. They came in to look at the casket and they took videos, they took pictures, they waddled around and people spotted certain things like, why are these people so happy? Why are they dancing? We're talking of the RIP of a young chap close to the age of Iyabo Ojo's children. What's going on here? People saw through this and they were not happy. They were not happy at all. This is what we are talking about. When Mohbad was alive, there are certain things he didn't do. He might not be aware of it. He might be under a spell. He might not be thinking about it. But we that we are alive, we can learn from one or two things. Take action when necessary. Take action. Mohbad's father, obviously, it has happened. It has happened. If he had the opportunity to also look inwards, what did I do wrong? What should I have done? Maybe he would. Mohbad's mom, she's just talking out of... When I listen to her, I cannot relate to what she's saying. She's not making sense to me. Yeah, there are certain things she talked about, her life with the man and what happened along the way. Okay, now Mohbad started having one or two things. Mohbad wanted both of them together here and there. They still had issues that they needed to deal with, foundational issues that they needed to deal with. But it was all about what they could get from Mohbad. That was all that mattered. They didn't think of it. Even through the period that Mohbad was beaten, his father said, I wanted to come out and fight. But he said, Dad, don't do that. They will laugh at me. Mohbad's mother said the same thing too. So this is a lesson. Do not tell your parents, don't come and fight on my behalf. They will laugh at me. Let your parents come out and talk. Let them shout. Stop being... Look at him. He thought he was a guy. How can you... And now, the worst of it is, you are now sleeping with the same tool. Because we didn't see Naira Marley, we didn't see Sam Larry come in to your show. Come into your house and do what... Unless there is a CCTV different that they've not released. Of course, we know there are certain CCTV footage that they have refused to release. What is this thing? The nurse injected. Okay. Prior to that, what happened? What happened? This is also a lesson to auxiliary nurses or nurses in general. There are certain, or medical practitioners, there are certain things that is not in your line of work or jurisdiction. If I might want to borrow that word to use, do not because of money. And if you are, take videos, record. Record what you saw. Record what you saw. I don't know what you guys think about this one. You've heard it all. Drop your comment, like and share. See you in the next update.